Hey everyone and welcome to Tech and Blogs, and today we are going to create a new 3D logo based on the logo of our channel, that is this TNB. You can also use it to your own preference to create your own logo, but today is gonna be our first Photoshop tutorial, and as you have understood, we are going to create that using Photoshop. Now for the first thing, I have done a little bit of setup first because it takes some time to do that. And so what I have done is create a 3D layer of this. First I had made this basic layout of the channel logo, or how the logo is gonna look, and by creating 3 text options and just putting them together and then rasterizing it and just rasterizing them and merging the layers. Now I opened up a background here and made the background a little bit gray, and after making the background a little bit gray, I imported this layout to that background, and then I made them 3D by just using the default settings, by going to 3D option and just giving it a render. What you have to do is that you have to just create a new copy of the TNB layer, that is the text layer, and then initially you have to hide it. Then with the original layer you have to just right click and click on the new 3D extrusion from the selected layer. After it has been done, then you click on the background layer, and then you will see right here, and then you will see a postcard option right here. You have to click on that, and then that will also convert the background layer into a 3D format. So after that you just merge the 2 layers, that is the background layer and this B layer, and then after merging the layer it will stand something like this. So now what we will do, we just right click on this background option and then click on rasterize 3D, and this will rasterize this layer and provide us a layer for us that we will be able to edit without the 3D what we say limitations for editing that Photoshop offers. So first we need to go to the general panel, and to that we will click on the essentials options from right here, and it will take us back to the general panel. We will show the B copy layer right now. As you can see, it is a bit distorted, so we are just going to increase its size. It should coincide with it. Now we should be able to get yes, that's it, and put the tick mark right here. Now what we have to do is to select this B copy layer and click on this thing and select the magic wand tool, and you can also press W to select the shortcut and just click on this. It will just select the T option from right here, and then you click on Ctrl J. This will just create a layer on which only the T is there. Now similarly you have to create the layer for the others too. I will again select the B copy layer and then click use the magic wand tool to create a layer by using Ctrl J. For the ends as well, Ctrl J, and these are the layers created. So now what we are going to do, we are going to create a new group, and then we are going to select all these layers and put them in the group. We are just going to options. Now we are going to edit this layer a little bit. So by going to the layer 1T, we just right click on this layer and go to blending options. In the blending options we first go to gradient overlay. In the gradient overlay we will be able to put some gradient right on the top of this, and so on clicking on the gradient you can select the gradient from here. I want a gradient with a black and white interface, so we just leave the black like that and select this color, and you can use whatever color you want. I am going to use blue for this. This will be a light sort of blue but not so light, so that it may balance the dark black color of this. It's going to be fairly a light blue, so this is gonna be okay, and click on reverse. Now this is gonna be a center, and this one is gonna be linear, so we are gonna keep the black part at the center of the whole picture, as you have understood, and click on OK. The rest of the settings does not need to be changed. We will come to it later. for similarly we are going to do that for the layer 2, and but that with a different color. Click on gradient overlay, and but we are going to use a different color for this. Say I'm going to use a red color, sort of dark red, as you can see here, and click on OK, and you have to apply the same settings as we have done now. Now this one has been also linear, and so we want to make the angle a little bit here so that the black part stays at the center. Yeah, it's done, and the black part is at the center, as you can see. We will not give it full black, but we'll leave it like that, and click on OK. Now what we're gonna do is to do the same for the layer N, and we're going to select this, blending options, click on the gradient overlay, and we are going to do that based in yellow color. So here is a yellow color, it's actually orange. Let me just figure it out. This one looks quite good, but we are, as yellow is a light color, the black will not match with it, so we are going to give it a gray matching from here, and click on OK. Now this needs to be at, so we are going to just create at -171, and again the black part, as you can see, is centered. So that's all for now, and now we are, here it is, a new layer, and we are just going to brush the given colors here, and for that I am going to select the brush tool. So now this looks quite good. This is the brush layer tool, and now we are going to do that for all the colors right here. Click on the whole yellow option, same for the red one. That's done. Now we're just going to give this soft light. This is looking quite nice actually. Now we are going to give a white thing right here. Now this looks quite nice, so now I'm just going to increase my hardness a little bit. So I'm going to create a new layer again, and then I'm going to do a white brush right here. Now we are going to create a 3D effect for our letters right here. Rotate that like this. Place it over the end. Now keep on adding the effects here above, and Control key, decrease its size quite a bit for the fit, and just move it a little bit down and search for perfection. Now that's looking nice, and also the same to be done with the ones below, and it's looking quite nice, I feel. Now I'm just going to close this group, and all the 3D effects are done. So now this had been rendered 3D. Now that was all. Now we are just going to give it a level for like and Blog Studio. So we're just going to decrease the size for this to fit in, and call it and Blog Studio, Control T. Okay, that's done. For the bottom part, go Control T, bring it here, decrease the size according to our likings, and place it at the center. increase the size a little bit up to the margins permit. Now we are going to click on the stick button. Now we are going to do some editing to it. Gradient overlay. We're just going to use this one or maybe this one. For this we're going to use white and a shade of light blue as we have used. Click on OK, click on OK. Then we are going to go to bevel and emboss. It adds a 3D effect to it, and then just explore around with it. It should be smooth and this should be in a bevel. Just go on and on increasing it. Inner shadow, not the inner shadow, the text are too small. Drop shadow for more prominence to it. You should increase the noise because it's a 3D rendered project. The spread should be a little less, the distance should be a little less, and the size should be a little more. Actually we should not use the noise, that's not looking nice. Now this is how you learn, guys, because you do experiments and you learn. You may also heard the saying that the world's best wonderful creations were created accidentally. It was done by doing experiments. So let's just leave it as that, and then we will going to add an outer glow. So for that we are going to select this. We are going to select background, and that should, I feel that should be yellow and red. Let's see how it looks. Click it on yellow and then with this red color. I don't know if it looks good, so we are just going to decrease the size a little bit and give it to 1. Now people may feel that what will this 1 digit do, it is such a small number, but no, there it is 1 pixel and this text is quite small. Now one thing you can do for this also is that in the layer, click on layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 and the copy, and then you merge these layers into one layer, and now you just click on blending options, click on bevel and emboss, and see what you can do. So as I was saying, this one is looking quite nice. Let's just play around with it a little bit and see what happens. Soften the edges. Opacity, it's looking quite nice. We don't want this contours type of setting, but it's let's see. We have to make this much softer, as you have seen. Now as I've given this shining effects, this is looking quite nice, as I would say. Let's just click on OK and let's get done with this. This is the Technolog Studio logo, and yeah, that's all about it, guys. This was our creation logo. Now let's just go to save as, and yes, we're going to save this creation as a PSD file for the backup if this data gets lost, and then we are going to save that as a PNG file and click on OK. So that was about it, guys. Let's just open, and you can, if you want to save these, you can also do that too, but I will save that for now. We're just going to do it at PNG, save, click on OK. Now it's done, guys. Let's see how it looks. I've stored it in my desktop folder. take quite a bit time to load up. Yeah, that's it, and I feel this looks quite nice. Your imagination can make it look nicer, if you would say. uh, so guys, that was it for today's video, and if you like this type of tutorials, you can hit up the like button and also hit up on the comment section below on what things you want me to teach about Photoshop in the next videos. If you want, I will start series of the Photoshop tutorial from the basics of the Photoshop, as how to create a new file, how to create new compositions, how to edit pictures and that sort of stuff. And so I hope to see you guys in the next video.